It's been 2 years I am with the Boeing company, and undoubtedly it is one of the best decisions I have taken in my life, and it is the best place to work for in my eyes. But is there any really drawbacks or cons that is really alarming that we should know? Stick with me. I'll be discussing about it. It's a huge, gigantic company, many people, many factories, and many different types of engineering position, many people from different branches, different majors, and different places working and building the products, different types of products. So it's a gigantic matters, gigantic everything. All know there is no unmixed blessing in the earth. So when I say many good things, there might have some bad thing as well that we should know. So we should focus on both, and that's how we should do the review. Okay, hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope you guys are doing very well. These days are very special for me because just few days ago I have completed my 2-year journey with the Boeing company. 2 years ago, back in May 2022, I joined the Boeing company as an advanced concept engineer, and during that time I made a video how did I get into Boeing, because I was an international student here in the United States and I came from Bangladesh to pursue my higher study here. That video got good view, and after that I made video about the Boeing interview process both for intern and full-time position applicant. And one very interesting thing is that after joining Boeing, when I was working for the last 2 years, I got text from few person and also interns. They gave me thanks for that video because they said that video was helpful for them to nail the interview. I am really amazed to listen those, and I had always a plan. Once I will pass my 2-year journey with Boeing, I will make a video. It's kind of a review about the work environment and the thing I learned about the company, because to work for Boeing was one of my dream. So as I have completed my 2 years with the company, so in today's video I will give my honest opinion and review about the thing that I witnessed last 2 years, and I will try to discuss the best thing, that means some of the pros and cons. So today is one of your luckiest day, my friend. Before giving my reviews, pros and cons, I wanna make sure one thing. Boeing is a very big, gigantic company. We have 3 different business units: Boeing Commercial Airplanes, Boeing Defense Space and Security, and Boeing Global Service. And these 3 different business units has their own CEO, and entire Boeing company has its different CEOs. So we have total 4 CEOs. So now you understand what a gigantic company we are, with my best understanding from my experience of last 2 years. So the review that I will give, it is entirely based on my experience that I faced. Others engineers or other Boeing employees, their experience might be different, because I worked as an airplane configuration design engineer nowadays for the Boeing commercial airplane configuration and integration team. So my work that me and my other team member do, it's mainly futuristic airplane study and doing research about them, and alternative fuel is airplane study, those types of things. So this is mainly research based study and research oriented work, studying futuristic airplanes. So the work environment that we work, and the work environment other engineer, those who work in the production line in the industry or airplane assembly line, that should be essentially very, very different. Environment is different. So my review might not match with them, but it's okay. So what I want to make sure that the review that I'm giving here, the experience I'm sharing here, this is entirely my experience, and other engineers, other employee, their opinion might be different. So let me give you some background first. I joined the Boeing company back in May 2022. My initial designation was advanced concepts engineer, and then 1 year before my designation changed to airplane configuration design engineer. I am working with the Boeing Commercial Airplanes Southern California Global Design Center here in Long Beach, Los Angeles, California. And since I joined the company, I am working with the same team and the same location till now. And most of my work that me and my other team member we do, it's mainly studying and doing research about futuristic airplane and working on the next or future airplane for the Boeing company. We will start with some of the pros or the best thing that I have noticed about the Boeing company throughout this 2 years journey. So first pros or the advantage in my eyes is the cool product. I believe myself we work on the designing, building, assembling and manufacturing the world coolest product. And trust me, our products are cool, but it is more cool the way we design and build them. We everyone work at the Boeing company, we extremely love our products and we strongly believe our product changes the world. So if you ask me what is the best thing about Boeing, for me I would say that okay, I work on the coolest product. And imagine how many airplanes flying every day and how many people's emotion connected to this. We overcome the distance, we overcome the hurdles of the people to get connected with their nearest and dearest person. That is how impactful our products are, and we are really absolutely proud of this product, and I myself feel so much proud when we think about the product we design, build and manufacture. Second big pros or advantage I would say that I noticed about the Boeing, at least the team that I work with, is everyone is a great mentor. I do have work experience with other company before joining Boeing, and I can tell you never ever any other place I got so many good mentors that I am getting at the Boeing company. Everyone is great mentor and they love to teach whenever I needed to learn anything, any information, to understand any new concept. I didn't have any shortage of any good mentor here in the team here at the Boeing company. So at the same time, I would also say some of the work that we do, because I said is a research oriented work, I did study and learn the same concept in the college as well, and we have a doctorate degree holder professor there. But trust me, many of my colleagues, even though who doesn't have the doctorate degree or even sometimes doesn't have the master's degree, but the level of their mentorship, the way they teach you, the practical real life experience that they have, it is invaluable. Like you cannot even imagine how much knowledgeable each and every person are. So when I joined Boeing, every time I used to ask myself why everyone knows so much, how it is possible that this person can be so much talented and knowledgeable. Then I got my answer after a few days when I was asking myself, hey, you are working with the world best company, one of the best company. Actually we have the duopoly, right, in the wide body or commercial airplanes market, Boeing and Airbus. So you are working with the top company, and undoubtedly the top people work here. They are the best people in this field. They are the best knowledgeable aerospace engineer who are working at that place. So there is no doubt why they are so much and extremely good mentor. So I would say this is one of the best thing I noticed about the team that I work with. Excellent mentorship opportunity. Like the people, those who teach you, those who mentor you, they are the best people in this field, and there is no doubt about it. Third biggest advantage in my eyes is the work-life balance and hybrid work culture. Now remember, this work culture might not be applicable for all the team members. Like if you work in the production line or the assembly line, it is not possible for you to work from home. But the types of work that we do, research based work, studying futuristic airplanes, so we have a good opportunity to afford the hybrid work culture. And if I want to say the work life balance in my team, especially what I have experienced, this is excellent, and I cannot expect anything better than this. Work life balance is one of the biggest pros about the team that I work with, and also working for the Boeing company, I believe. Number 4 pros is the generous tuition assistance program. And trust me, Boeing tuition assistance program through Learning Together is excellent. I cannot even believe anything can be better than this. As I said, I worked for other employer as well, and I was interviewed and got offered from other companies also. There are few companies, they offer you tuition assistance, I know, and I also got this offer, but I do believe that these are just by pen and paper. Like they might give you annually just $2,000, which actually you can only use for buying some textbook. But Boeing through the Learning Together program, that is the LTP program, the tuition assistance support they provide, it's excellent. Like from my designation annually for the STEM program, because beside my full-time job at Boeing, I am also working for my PhD in mechanical engineering from University of North Dakota, where I also did my master's from. So every year I found that the tuition assistance money allocated for me from my designation is 25,000 US dollar, and that is good enough to continue your study without any headache. And on top of the tuition assistance, they also provide you the money for the required software and the required textbook as well, so you are free from those burden as well. And the most interesting and amazing thing is that the way it works is super easy to work with the Boeing Learning Together program. And to take this advantage of tuition assistance is extremely easy. You just need to enroll the course in your college, and then mention those course, note those course in the Boeing Learning Together program, and automatically it will generate a voucher. You will write down, you will put your expected tuition money that you need there, and just submit this voucher to the college that you are going for. This college will then do the rest of the communication with Boeing Learning Together program, and Boeing will pay the money for you. That is excellent and super easy. Trust me, it's not something complex. It's very easy. Number 5 biggest advantage is very interesting and very special for me. I am a die-hard fan of airplane. I love airplane, and I have lifelong curiosity for the airplane. So Boeing has a very cool program under the Learning Together program, is the flight training flight training money, that Boeing will pay for your pilot training or flight training as well. But unlike the college degree, it is a little bit different that you need to know. Like for the college degree, for master's, PhD or bachelor degree program, Boeing will directly pay the money that you need to your college. But here for the flight training, you need to pay the money upfront. Like if you want to pursue your private pilot training, then you need to do the training by your cost. Once you will do with your solo, Boeing will give you a partial amount of money, and once you are done with your private pilot license, Boeing will also give you the remaining money. But I would say it doesn't cover the full money, but it's good amount of money to cover the 40 to 50% of your entire flight training. And very interesting thing is that it's not just confined to the private pilot training. You can extend it to the instrument rating, commercial pilot training, certified flight instructor instrument, multi-engine landing, and ATPL also. So Boeing will give you the money in all phases of your training program. But I want to say you, this will not cover your full money, but the way it represented right now, and the amount of money that you need, that I came to know from the flight school, it will cover approximately 40 to 50% of your flight training. This is amazing, right? Number 6 is very easy PTO. PTO means paid time off. So we have a healthy amount of PTO that a full-time employee, even our intern, can afford. And I do not know about other team. In our team, to take this PTO is very easy. You do not need any permission. So far I have noticed that you do not need any permission from your manager. Just put it in your virtual calendar and send this invitation to other, to let them know, other team members know, or your stakeholder of your project that you are working, that you will be out of office for PTO for these days. So this is, I believe, a huge advantage. And from, if I compare my other employers that I work with, no other place taking the PTO was that much easy that I have right now at the Boeing company. This is also a huge advantage. Number 7 is the excellent 401k matching. Now I myself believe that I am not so much good at finance, and I do not have so much curiosity as well. I love my work and I love to do my job, and I think that knowing too much about finance can distract from my knowledge gaining process. So I do not focus too much about the finance thing. But however, I came to know that our 401k is industry leading. So it has 100% matching from the employer up to 10% contribution to your 401k from your salary. So this is, I believe, an amazing thing, and what I came to know from my other colleague that this is industry leading. And I did a little bit research before making this video, and I found 10% matching from the employer is huge. So I believe this is also a biggest advantage for many people, those who are very good at finance, unlike me. Number 8, medical benefit, that is dental, health and eyes. So our medical benefit is very competitive, and I am pretty young man. I didn't need to go to doctor so many times, but however, the amount of time that I visited and I used my company provided health insurance with my experience when I was in the grad school and using my health insurance from the marketplace during that time, the benefit difference is just day and night. So it's a huge thing for me. I do not know how much attractive it is for the people, those who are born and raised in the United States, but I said I came outside of United States, and when I was in the grad school, the miserable life I was leading, the types of health insurance I had during that time, compared to that life, the health insurance, especially the dental insurance that I have, and also for my vision and health insurance, this is just amazing and it's not even comparable. Number 9 is my very favorite, and it was out of my calculation when I joined the company. It is the recognition. Boeing recognize you for every small things, like some of the times I did some voluntary work for the company. It was for just few hours, maybe for few days, but I found that whenever I just completed my voluntary work, I received a certificate and also some points which I can use to buy some cool product from the Boeing store, like coffee mug or AirPod or different Boeing models for the airplane. So this is really an amazing, and this is so sweet. When I was doing this voluntary work like mentoring interns and other thing, or mentoring other colleague, I didn't know that I can be recognized for this. I thought that okay, it is just part of my job, but it is not just part of my job. I am also paid for my working hour. On top of that, Boeing didn't forget to recognize me, and this is so sweet and so cute, so amazing to me. Number 10 is the very good community exposure and good for your next job. Now Boeing is a very widely popular name, not only inside the United States but also across the whole world. So if you have the name Boeing in your resume, and especially if you are an STEM degree holder or especially aerospace engineer, it is fantastic for you. Like, I want to say that working as an airplane design engineer for the Boeing company was my dream when I was studying bachelor degree in aeronautical engineering in Bangladesh. So I had always this dream that one day I will design airplane for Boeing. But after joining Boeing, I want to tell you, because my location is also very good in the Los Angeles metropolitan area, I got interview invitation from NASA Jet Propulsion Laboratory. I got interview invitation for SpaceX, and Google also called me for the mechanical design engineer position, though I didn't consider any of these because I believe that I am doing my dream job, so I have no intention to change. So what I want to say that it will give you a very good exposure in the community, because Boeing is a very widely popular name across the whole world. On top of that, it is very good, like let's say if you are not from aerospace engineering, you came to work for Boeing from other background, in that case as well, having Boeing name in your resume, it will helpful for you to find out your next job. And trust me, I found every day, I believe, from many contract position to full-time position, I found many job offers, at least for the interview, for attending the interview, which was very difficult at the very beginning of my job searching process when I was in the college, when I didn't have any good name in my resume. Like last week also, I received an interview invitation to talk with the recruiter for Virgin Galactic for the same types of position that I am working at Boeing. So this is amazing, though I do not have any intention to change right now because I am leading my dream life. But I am telling, if you are someone who love to navigate different company and different job, having a name, having a gigantic name like Boeing in your resume, it's really helpful. I do not know how much impactful it is for the people, those who are born and raised here, but it is really something, a matter to be great proud of for a person like me who came from other part of the Atlantic Ocean and came to here to build their career. It's like American dream. Number 11, what I came to know, our profit bonus is really good. So we have a competitive salary package along with the competitive 401k and health benefit. On top of that, we usually receive every year bonus. So that depends on the profit of the company. So based on the profit, it may vary, but there is a profit bonus and performance bonus as well. So if you are a good performer as an individual person, and if the company also does well in terms of economics growth, so you will get the profit bonus and other bonus as well. That is another cool thing about the Boeing company. Number 12 is the internal job application. So this is very favorite to me. I love myself to navigate many different things, though I said that I am doing the work that I really dream for. But in any phases of my career, if I want to change job, let's say now I am working on designing the futuristic airplane for the Boeing, but if in any phases of my life, if I decide that okay, I have done enough work on airplane, now let's try something different, let's go for space, let's go for rotorcraft, means helicopter, or let's go for missile, or let's go for submarine. We have all different types of aerospace and military products, including the air defense system. So if I want to try different thing, I do not need to change the company. Under the same Boeing umbrella, I can just switch the business unit and team to get exposure, to gain knowledge about other products of our company, which is really amazing. Unlike many small companies, we are such a gigantic company and wide variety of products that we have. If someone wants, I believe they can spend their whole life inside the Boeing company, but they will not be able to fulfill or finish all the product that we work on. That is why in every week when we have meeting, I found that we have people working with our company 35 years, 40 years, 45 years, and this is very common because they absolutely love the product that we build, and we have so many options to try for you. So and you can apply all these job internally, you don't need to switch the company. So this is another biggest and massive advantage for working for a company like Boeing, I believe. Number 13 is also my very favorite, is the career development program. So I found that Boeing myself is a very organized company. Like I said, I work for other employers, so it's not like a company just you will join, you will do your job, and after a few years you will switch to other company. It's not like that. If you what my understanding is that like if you want to spend your whole career, whole life inside the Boeing has a perfect life cycle for you. Like for the early career people, we have the ECFP program, like Engineering Career Foundation program, and for the mid career people we have Leadership Next, like the people those who want to jump into leadership position in the long run. That can be first line manager, leader, senior manager, director, those position. Those who want to go there and want to take the leadership as their career route, we have Leadership Next program for them. They can choose it. And the people, those who are senior people, like if they want to remain in the technical field and do not want to jump into the managerial position, we have the technical fellowship route for them, which essentially start from associate tech fellow, then technical fellow, senior technical fellow. So this is a perfect ecosystem, perfect life cycle, I believe. Those who want to pursue a long time or lifelong career in the Boeing company. And I do believe that there are only limited number of company or places that actually provide such a complete life cycle for your career like Boeing. So this is one of the amazing thing, the career development program that Boeing was able to develop. Pros number 14 is my favorite as well, and this is the recognized workplace. Boeing is a world famous name and it is a very recognized and respected company. So we are LinkedIn ranked company for successive years. For example, LinkedIn every year they make a list of 50 world best company, and for the last few years Boeing was continuously on that list, and it goes for year of 2023 and this very recent year 2024 as well. And there is another website called YOLO, they make the best list of the company for the interns, and you will be glad to know that according to the YOLO, Boeing is the #1 internship company for the interns to do their internship. This is really amazing. So on top of your salary benefits that you are getting from Boeing, having this recognition, having this reputation, also very helpful to feel yourself motivated as an employee for such a great company, I believe. One very interesting thing about our internship program is that we as a full-time employee, we afford different types of benefit that I said: health benefits, 401k, PTO, and relocation benefits when we are transferred or when we choose a different position across the company. But one very interesting thing is that most of this benefit can also be afforded by our interns, those who come for 3 or 4 months. This is really amazing, and which make different Boeing than other employer for the intern positions, because our interns can also get their PTO. Remember, just think about it, they come for 3 to 4 months, they can afford their PTO, paid time off, even they have their own retirement plan, 401k at that internship level. This is amazing, which made Boeing number one choice for the interns, those who are trying to find their internship. And our intern return rate is also very high. Like the people, those who do the internship, I can see that next year also they are coming back, and good number of or good percentage of those interns becoming a full-time employee in future. And I noticed this trend throughout the last 2 years, because I also worked as a mentor for the interns, and I found returning interns a lot across the company. But not the least, number 15 pros is that we are a family. I believe myself that, and the vibe that I got right after joining Boeing is that we all are family. We are in a family, okay? The Boeing family. So for my job purpose, I had the opportunity to visit many factories, assembly line of the Boeing, and also the design center. And whenever I visited those facilities, when I talked with those people, it always seems like that we are in a single family, and they treated me like this, and I also tried to treat them like the same way. So we are a single family, we are Boeing family. I myself believe, and I am now convinced that every factories, every assembly line, every design center that we have, all of them are my homes. And every people working for the Boeing, no matter assembly line mechanic, technician, engineers, or other professional pilots, everyone is my family member. We are a single family, and I believe that we have this vibe inside the company, and that is most important for us as an employee. Now, throughout this entire times, I have only said about the pros. Now, of course, I said there is no unmixed blessing in the earth. There is always two sides of the coin. So beside these pros, of course, there are some cons. In the remaining part of the video, I will talk about this. As I said, I only worked with a single team in the Boeing company. So the experience that I am sharing during the part of the pros, it was my own experience, and I do not have idea about others people experience, and I am only with the company for the last 2 years. Similar thing goes for the cons. The cons, I will say, this is also my experience only. I do not know about others people, but in the cons part, I will try to give some input from my others colleague or the people that I had the chances to talk with, because I myself didn't find any serious cons or drawbacks to work for the Boeing. So let's see what I am in my list. So let's start with the cons. The only cons that I have noticed throughout my experience of last 2 years is the factory location or the facility location. As I said in the beginning part of my video, I work in the Southern California Global Design Center here in Los Angeles metropolitan area, and I work for the Boeing commercial airplanes, and most of our factories are assembly line in the Seattle, Washington area. Few are in the Charleston, South Carolina. And now if you compare both Los Angeles metropolitan area and the Seattle, Washington area, these two places are very expensive, and there are many other Fortune 500 companies or top employers on those area besides Boeing, like big tech companies, Microsoft, Google, Amazon, and we all know that those companies pays more than the aerospace industry. And this is not hidden, this is truth. Though there are something that those industries are really volatile, and aerospace industry is also volatile itself. So if we compare the salary scale to those company, of course the aerospace industry pay less, which is slightly difficult for the aerospace industry's employees to match and lead a good decent life on those area. So and I am fully aware that aerospace industry is a very infrastructure intensive business model. So bringing out profit from those industries not as like as the software industry where you do not need so much infrastructure. So this is completely understandable. So I believe that geographical location of the factories and assembly line is one of the biggest cons. And of course I need to mention here that when William Boeing established the Boeing company in the Seattle Washington area, during that time there was no Amazon, Google, those things, but eventually they arrived, and those factories are day by day taking their places on those areas, metropolitan areas. So this is kind of challenging for survival of the aerospace company in those places. This is one of the cons that I found. And second cons, that is also my opinion, and that thing goes similarly for the tech industry as well, like the volatility of the job market. So aerospace industry is heavily hammered by the geopolitics, geography, those things, and also the unexpected situation like 9/11 that happened, then the COVID-19 hit. So those things went against the aerospace industry, travel and tourism. That seriously affected the aerospace industry. Like we had huge shutdown in the production. So airplane demand was not as like as those incident. That thing happened. That thing happened, and that thing affected the employee as well. So there was a huge job laid off. Likewise the tech industry nowadays going in the software industry. So volatility in the aerospace industry is not only applicable for Boeing. I think the same thing applicable for other companies as well. Unrest job market is very volatile, especially in the United States. So this is another cons that I can consider, but a point to be noted here that this cons is not only for the Boeing company. I think same thing goes for other aerospace company as well. And the third cons and the last cons, or the disadvantage, this is not my opinion, but I had the chances to talk with many interns because I work as a pod mentor for the intern and also early career engineers. I talked with many early career engineers. Though I joined here as a level 2 engineers, I had the opportunity to talk with level 1 or early career engineers. So what I came to know from that, another cons is they said some of their friends, they work for the small company, startup company, or sometimes some renowned company like SpaceX. Their culture is little bit different than the Boeing, because we are a huge company and airplane is a very sophisticated and complicated machine, and we put innocent people in our airplanes, we put innocent people, our national hero in our aircraft. So when you are putting a life inside a machine, you need to be really concerned, and its safety should be ultra safe. At the same time, certification is the biggest hurdle in the aerospace industry, which comes with lots of experience, dedication and knowledge. And that is why you see, even though we have a lots of software industry throughout the centuries, but we had only two big aerospace giant, Boeing and Airbus, because I believe except Boeing and Airbus, there is no other company in the market who really know how to certify a wide body or large airplane. So that is the blocker in this field. So what is the complaint from those early career people that I listen is that lack of authority. Like the people, those who work in the small startup companies or like other software companies, at the very early age of their career, they get a lots of authority. They become the project lead, they become the project manager of many projects, whereas in the Boeing you need a little bit of seniority to get those things. So it is their opinion, though it is not my opinion, but this is the opinion that I receive, and one of the cons I can say. But at the same time, you also need to understand that this is not a software industry, this is an aerospace industry where safety is first and foremost concern. So, and this knowledge of safety, this experience of safety, I believe comes with lots of working experience and also the knowledge that you gain throughout the journey of your career. So that is why I believe it takes some time to gain expertise here and to become a lead of a project. Unlike other factories or unlike other industries, at the very beginning of your career, maybe you will not be able to enjoy that much authorities that you are looking for if you are kind of a person who love to take the authorities. So my friend, this was my review after a 2-year journey with the Boeing company. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, I want to mention that the experience that I shared here, it was entirely my experience, and the only one cons that I shared here, that I got to know from others people, early career engineers, and from our interns. So that was their opinion. Rest other opinion that I put both for pros and also for cons, that was entirely my experience. With my best opinion, I tried to share with you, and that was from my best judgment and my best knowledge. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If I miss anything, please let me know in the comment box. And if you want to know anything more about aerospace career, engineering career, or higher study in the aerospace domain, please also let me know. I will try to answer your question, or in future maybe I will try to make a video about this. Till then, have fun and have a nice rest of the day. Bye.